One of the most frequently asked questions that I hear from new players is how to get diamonds quickly. So in this guide, I'll explain the easiest and best ways to get them. By the way, I am a free-to-play player, which means that I haven't spent any money on the game, and I want to continue this way, so all the tips you'll see in this video don't require you to give your coins to Darkensoft. The first step is to log in on the days that the game gives away diamonds for free. If you go on the calendar/attendance option of the game, which can be found on the settings menu on the top right corner of the home screen of the game, you'll see exactly which days you'll receive diamonds. As you can see in this screenshot, you get diamonds on the days that show the diamond icon, the present icon, and on birthdays. So make sure not to miss attendance those days. Second tip is to complete the weekly missions. You know, the ones that ask you to play certain songs, upgrade cards, watch ads, among other things. After you complete 5 days within a week, you get 50 diamonds. So if you complete this during the 4 weeks of each month, you get 200 diamonds in a month, which is pretty good in my opinion. See how I mentioned ads? Well, that's the third tip. You can watch ads every 2 hours, although I'm pretty sure that if you live in certain Asian countries, you get ads every hour, but don't quote me on that. I don't live in Asia, so I wouldn't really know. But if anyone watching this lives there, and my analytics say that a lot of people from Asia watch my videos, please comment if that's true. Anyway, you can get up to 5 diamonds from every ad, and you can watch 2 every 2 hours. You can find them on your messages tab and on the store. How many diamonds you can make in a day from watching ads depends entirely on how many times you watch them and on RNG, which is luck, basically. Another way to get diamonds is by doing the Tapjoy offers. So I don't really know much about these offers because I have an iPhone, and from what I've read, iPhones don't get many good offers like Android users do. So yeah. Also, be careful when you choose which offers you'll do, as some ask you to spend money outside of the game, or they'll require a subscription, so just pay attention whether they're actually worth it. Now, this one requires you to have at least some themes completed for groups and artists. Of course, I'm talking about the monthly challenges. So when you click on a song, on the bottom left corner, you'll see a score set by the game for you to achieve. Once you get this score, that song will be added to your list of completed challenges. So this one is tiered into 5 tiers, as you can see in this image, with the maximum being 300 diamonds a month by completing 201 songs. A tip for this one, and I might explain this better in another video, is a technique that a lot of players use in which you don't go for your highest score possible, but you go for the minimum required instead, especially if you haven't leveled up that group to R99 yet. This is so you can still complete challenges later on. This is one of the most time-consuming ways to get diamonds, but not as much as the next tip, which is world records. So getting in a world record is a bit hard and pretty much impossible if you are a new player, unless you spend hella money. You need to have a high-scoring group as well as a bit of talent. By talent, I mean the ability to FSP songs, which stands for Full Super Perfect. So how do you get to FSP a song? In X-axis games, you need to tap on the middle of each note, whereas in Y-axis games, you need to focus on the timing that you hit the note. If you play Superstar JYP, which is what I play, it's actually not that necessary to get an FSP because the game is just not as competitive compared to, let's say, Superstar SM Town. You can even get away with not having a group fully upgraded. Like, I remember getting world records with my R60 deck on Jimin Park songs. Like, R60, guys. I could also give tips on how to get world records in another video, if you guys want. In fact, this is a part of a series of guides to learn how to play superstar rhythm games more efficiently. Because I'm tired of seeing lives on TikTok where people just don't know how to play the damn game. Just kidding. It's a game. You play it whichever way you like. But if you are interested in the competitive side of the game, you want to rank up fast, get unlimited themes, upgrade your artists and whatnot, sub to my channel because I have posted and I'll be posting more guides just like this one. Bye!